Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Burris Optics and the Eliminator Laser Scope, Stormcloth 2 Performance Outerwear, Corbon DPX Ammunition, Kershaw Knives, the new Bresser 360 Trail Camera, Steiner Binoculars, Outdoor Trail Freeze-Dried Foods, Montana Decoy Company, CVA Muzzle Loaders, and UDAP Bear Pepper Spray.
Well, folks, welcome to this week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. We've got a special program for you this week in that I get to introduce you to Jeff Hall. Jeff Hall has been a hunting consultant with us for over 4 years now and relocated to our offices in Oregon all the way from Texas in order to pursue his career with our company. Jeff told me it had long been a goal of his to travel to Saskatchewan and hunt for the monster bucks there. Well, this past fall we had a chance to go up and inspect an outfitter's operation, and there was no other choice to be made. Jeff was on his way north. Let's travel to Saskatchewan now and join Jeff Hall along with a couple of our clients on their quest for huge Canadian whitetails.
When thinking about big whitetails, one cannot help but think about Saskatchewan, Canada. This week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures takes us to Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan, as we hunt the big-bodied bruisers of the north. We'll join Steve's Outdoor Adventures hunting consultant Jeff Hall on his quest for a trophy buck. We'll then join Steve's Outdoor Adventures client Bernard Hollemans as he harvests the biggest whitetail of his life. Join us as we hunt the giants of the north on Steve's Outdoor Adventures. Jeff Hall's whitetail hunt began with a long drive to Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan, all the way from La Grande, Oregon.
Beautiful northern Saskatchewan, you gotta love it. Snow everywhere. Temperatures are down, we got snow. Outfitter says the bucks are moving. Probably just can't get any better than this. Gotta get the all-important hunting tags. Okay.
Just like anything else we do in life, before you can have some fun, you have to pay the man.
Last name's Hall? Yes.
Cheese.
No?
With tags in hand, it was time to head to camp. After unloading his gear, Jeff and Steve's Outdoor Adventures client Greg Sutton headed out to the range to check the zero on their rifles. Stay tuned to Steve's Outdoor Adventures. When we return, we go on stand in Saskatchewan, Canada. Welcome back to Steve's Outdoor Adventures as we join hunting consultant Jeff Hall on stand in Saskatchewan, Canada.
This week we're in northern Saskatchewan hunting with our good friend Wilf Washburn of Spruceville Outfitters. Wilf operates dead in the middle of 90 square miles of provincial territory. Wilf regularly takes bucks 160 to 180, even better. We're here this week to try to put our tag on one of these giant Saskatchewan whitetail. So stay tuned, hang in there with us. The temperatures are low, our expectations are up, and the rut's in full swing. So stay tuned.
Jeff's first day in the blind allowed him to enjoy the beautiful snow-covered timber, and also allowed him to see some nice bucks coming into the alfalfa to feed.
Well, you know, in traveling around to a lot of different camps every year, we kind of become experts in camp food. And one of our favorites is the cold meat sandwich, which we eat a lot of. But up here in Saskatchewan, it gives new meaning to the cold meat sandwich. Because I think this one's frozen so hard I could literally probably drive nails with it. But hey, when you're out and it's 10 degrees below zero, you'll take what you can get. But remember, the cold meat sandwich, it's a winner. It's not as cold as it was yesterday. Deer don't seem to be moving. As much as I hate to say it, I'd kind of like to see the cold weather come back. We've yet to see the second day. We've yet to see our first buck, but you know, that's hunting Saskatchewan. It can be rough like that at times. I mean, you might go hours and hours and hours and not see a buck, and then look up and there's the buck of a lifetime. So, you know, really all we can do is just be patient, kind of wait and see how things play out. But the more time we sit in the stand, the better our odds at taking one of these giant Saskatchewan bruisers. So, we'll just wait and see.
As the day wore on, Jeff spotted his first buck. The buck was coming in to feed on the alfalfa, and it appears he also had some plans for using it as a cozy bed. While watching this small buck bedded in the alfalfa, Jeff spots another buck sneaking through the snowy timber. Could this be the buck he's looking for?
He looks like a shooter. He might be a shooter, Josh. He steps up and get a look at him. wasn't seeing many bucks this morning at all. It's now 4 o'clock. We've been here since 6:30 this morning. We've seen 3 smaller bucks. We saw one probably about 140, 145 glass buck. But he had a bunch of tines broken off, so we've really just been waiting, seeing what would come out. And I think we just made a great shot on a great buck. He looked like he had plenty of mass. I think he's a big mainframe 10. But all I could tell was he was a shooter buck. We're going to give him a few minutes here, kind of regain our composure, get things together. Go take a look at, hopefully, what is a big, big Saskatchewan whitetail.
Hello folks, and welcome back. Well, we were finally able to track down this big guy. When we went up to check for him, we weren't really finding any sign. We didn't find any blood. So we decided just to back out and give him some time. So we went back to the lodge, ate some dinner, got the outfitter, came back, tracked him down. Within a couple hundred yards, he was piled up. We're up here in northern Saskatchewan hunting with Wilf Washburn, Spruceville Outfitters. Can't say enough good things about the quality and quantity of deer we've seen since we've been up here. Wilf runs a really great outfit. If you'd like to book your very own trophy whitetail hunt, please feel free to give our office a call. Steve and I are always available to help you book your trophy hunt of a lifetime. But you better bring some warm clothes. I tell you, it's really cold today. But I'm really glad to have this buck. I just couldn't be happier. He's a really nice buck, really thick neck. The deer are just starting to rut up here. It's really, really great hunt. Can't recommend it enough.
One of the biggest challenges when hunting in Canada is staying warm. Jeff Hall has a few tips for fighting the cold on a Saskatchewan whitetail hunt.
Hi folks, I'm Jeff Hall, professional hunting consultant with Steve's Outdoor Adventures. And I'd just like to share a few vital tips with you that help keep us warm and dry on our northern Saskatchewan whitetail hunt. If you start with your boots, I suggest a good pair of pack boots that are rated for below 0 or better. If you don't want to use pack boots, I suggest a good pair of overboots like these. We've used them, and I can testify that they will keep you warm and dry on these 10.5 hour sits that you'll endure in Canada. Yeah, to that you add the insoles, you're really looking at some warm, dry, comfy feet, I guarantee it. Add that in with your hand warmers and a good set of gloves, and you'll be nice and toasty. When it comes to camouflage options in Canada, you either have to wear a white cover-up or all orange. If you choose the cover-up option, just make sure that you get it one size bigger than the jacket you normally wear, or else you're going to wind up compressing the jacket that you're wearing, and it's going to cost you a valuable heat source there. So always make sure that you get it one size bigger than the jacket that you normally wear. To that, make sure you add a nice set of warm, comfortable, thick gloves, head covers and face covers for when it gets really cold. And then you move on over to your calls. I suggest a call that doesn't have a lot of hard plastic in it. It'll be okay the first couple of times you blow on it in the morning, but after that, if the temperature really dips, it could freeze up on you, and it might just cost you that buck of a lifetime. To that, we always try to make sure that we bring a scope cover. We at Steve's Outdoor Adventures use Scope Coat, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Well, if you'll use these valuable tips, I think you'll stay warm and dry on your next northern hunt, and you'll have a much more enjoyable hunt at that. I'm Jeff Hall, and that's your Steve's Outdoor Adventures Tip of the Week.
Welcome back to Steve's Outdoor Adventures as we join client Bernard Hollemans as he watches a nice buck with lots of character feeding in front of the stand. Bernard decides this buck will do and prepares to take a shot.
You should have talked a little bit more.
ground shrinkage isn't bad at all.
See him, buddy?
That's a nice buck.
It's our fourth day of our hunt with Spruceville Outfitters. Seeing a few bucks every day. Last night saw one buck that had some pretty good tines, but didn't think it quite had the beam length that this one did. So sort of talked myself into taking this one this morning. I just figured he's got character. He's something to build on. My first buck that's over 120. I don't think the ground shrinkage is too bad. He's just busted up a little bit.